Hey y'all, how you doing? We in a different park right now. Got my nails done. Y'all have no idea, I literally came all the way to this park, set up everything to record, and then I realized that I didn't have my SD card, meaning that I couldn't record. So I had to go all the way back home, come all the way back, reset everything up. I'm hot, I'm tired, it's dark outside. I don't know. I hope you guys are feeling good today. I hope your life is going well. The sun is setting, so if the lighting gets darker throughout this video, just listen. Just listen. Don't mind the video. If you like my shirt, you could go get you one. Link in description. It's my shirt for my brand, so if you like it and you want to match. And I also came out with a lot more different variations. I got shirts on shirts on shirts. I got hella shirts. So if you're interested, if you like streetwear, if you like woke sayings, if you're trying to be as cool as me, go get you a shirt. Or if you're just trying to support. Love y'all. Today I kind of wanted to talk about just kind of my opinions and my perspectives on being alone and just how you aren't ever really alone. And it's funny because a lot of people tend to say, you know, you're never really alone, da, da, da. But it's like, to fully understand that and to fully feel like you're not alone is a completely different thing from just knowing that you're alone. I mean, knowing that you're not alone. There's been times where I literally had absolutely nobody other than my family, but it's like, when you're dealing with stuff, sometimes you can't always come to your family about certain things. And it's like, I for real didn't have anybody. Like, I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I feel like I also kind of just told myself that I couldn't talk to my family, or I couldn't come to somebody in my family to try to open up. But a part of it was also like, I don't like to put my problems on my family at all. I don't like to put my problems on anybody, really. I don't like to really have to rely on somebody else to try to help me out or try to figure stuff out on my own. And that was me for a year straight, a whole year straight, where I didn't have anybody. And I knew throughout that entire time that it wasn't gonna last forever. But there's a couple of things that I learned on that journey and just throughout that time period that really kind of taught me about being able to be by myself and being okay by myself, and realizing that I'm actually not by myself, because that's literally impossible to be by yourself. And I'll explain that. A lot of the time, our definition of being alone is being without another person. Being without another person to just be there for you. And I'm not saying that that's not a good thing to have. That's definitely a great thing to have. But there's obviously going to be times where we're not going to have that. We're not always going to have that sometimes. Sometimes we might be solo traveling. You might not have anybody. You might not be able to speak the language and talk to other people. Or you may just be in a period where you just don't have any friends. You don't have any family to talk to, just like how I did. I need you to realize that everything is literally here for you. And we could literally do an exercise right now to show you that things are here for you. And it's really funny because not only are things here for you, but everything is one. Everything is one. Everything in the universe is one. It's one big whole. There's no separation. Therefore, you can't be alone, because it's technically all just you. It's technically all just you. But anyways, just to do a little exercise, wherever you are right now, what is holding you up right now? Are you sitting? Are you sitting on a chair? Are you sitting on a bed? Are you sleeping on a bed? I mean, obviously you're not sleeping, but are you laying on a bed? Are you walking? Are you standing? What are you doing? Like, where are you right now? Are you in a room? Are you outside? All those things that I'm naming, the phone that you're holding in your hand, I'm gonna need you to realize that everything that literally exists is here for you. And I'm gonna need you to really clock that, like really take that in, that everything is literally here for you. This entire space that I'm in right now, it wouldn't exist if I didn't exist. Not in like a obviously like egotistical way, but like for real though, because I wouldn't be able to even perceive it, because I wouldn't even be here. I need you to realize that all of this is literally a gift to you. This is a gift to you from from you, technically, because you are one with the universe. You are one with everything. Everything is you. We are just in human form experiencing the universe, experiencing ourselves. The ground is holding you up. That chair that you're sitting on is literally holding you up. The bed that you're laying on is holding you up. Even the light that's shining on my face right now, none of this had to exist. I'm gonna need you to realize that. You seriously need to realize that everything right now in this space, whatever space that you're in, the room that you're in, it didn't even have to exist. None of this had to exist, but it just happened to exist. Why? For you. For you. All of this for you. The entire earth for you. When I was feeling alone, when I felt like I literally had nobody, first off, never let yourself rot indoors, please. Never let yourself rot indoors, because you will just, staying inside and not going outside and getting sun or just getting fresh air is just gonna make you're staying in stagnant energy. Therefore your energy is not moving. Therefore your energy is not in motion. You're not in motion, so you're gonna stay in the same energy. And so when you allow yourself to get outside, when you allow yourself to just get moving and you start seeing things like, hold on, I'm walking on the sidewalk right now. This sidewalk was like, this sidewalk didn't even have to exist. The sidewalk didn't even have to exist. I could be walking on mud right now. And even if you are walking on mud didn't even have to exist. This earth didn't have to exist. Okay, the fact that we're even experiencing this is all here for us. And another thing I'll say is that when I go out, one thing I do is I socialize to the trees. I socialize to the nature around me, just to God, to the universe. Talk to the sky, talk to God, talk to whatever you believe in, talk to it. And if you don't believe in anything, talk to the earth, talk to the trees, because nature can transmute that energy. Nature can make you feel better. How do I know? Because it does that for me, and it does that for a whole lot of other people too. I see trees, I see nature all as just part of this earth, this huge earth that I'm sitting on, and it's just holding me up. It feels like a big hug. Like, imagine you are literally closed in this atmosphere, safe from any meteors that are coming. And there's the sun, there's the moon, there's grass, there's the trees, there's the person walking their dog, there's children running around, there's food to eat. Sometimes when I would literally feel like I'm alone, I'll be looking at the food that I'm eating and I'll be like, wow, I'm so grateful that this food is here for me to enjoy right now. Like, I'm so grateful that this food is here for me right now to be able to like eat and enjoy it. Like, that's amazing that that's there for me. The clothes that I'm wearing, like, there's so much beauty that comes from knowing that everything and anything is for you. I remember when I go out, sometimes I go to the city. I go down to the city and it would just be buildings on buildings on buildings, like lots of buildings, barely any nature. But at the same time, everything was basically made from nature because it came from nature. Like, even Wi-Fi, even AI, like, it all came from nature. So at the end of the day, it's all nature. At the end of the day, it's just part of it. It's just, all of this is just part of it. I remember I was walking down in the city and I just felt like that was the loneliest time of my life, honestly. But I was just looking at the city and I was just like, wow. The fact that my eyes are even able to see this right now, it feels like a blessing. It feels like a gift. And it truly is a gift to be able to experience that. And it truly is a gift to have the light shining on your face. Like, that light is there for you. Even if these things can't necessarily communicate back to you, it doesn't mean that you are not held. That you are not held and you are not safe. You are safe and held like this. You are safe and held like this. Or even the other day, I was feeling down, I was feeling sad, I felt like I couldn't talk to anybody, and I came to this park actually, and I sat down in the middle of these trees, and it was in the middle of a circle of trees in a way. And I just felt like I laid down my blanket, my everything that I had. I had a bunch of stuff. I had incense, I had like my singing bowls, I had everything because I had to unwind. And so I was just sitting there, and the first thing that I did was I just started talking. Like I sat there for a couple minutes, breathed a little bit, and I was just looking at the trees, and the wind was blowing, and like I just started talking to the trees and talking about my problem and talking about how I was unsure about certain things and I needed clarity, and I was just so unsure. And I could just feel the wind blowing on my face, and I just seen the trees moving, and I also had my feet planted on the ground. No shoes, no socks. Okay, because grounding, naturally, energetically connected in a way. As I was talking, I just felt this wave of just release. And I just started crying. I'm gonna be so for real. I started crying. I started letting out all types of emotion, and it just felt, it wasn't like a sad cry though. It felt like a cry as if I've been hugged. And so I really want you to know that all of this is for you, and the earth is for you. Return to nature, return to being outside. Also, I know it's getting darker right now. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm always recording at sunset. I don't know. Yeah, as somebody who used to always push people away and to always kind of feel like I needed to do things on my own and I couldn't talk to anybody, and I just felt like I had to thug it out every time I had a problem, and it was not nice. And it never will be nice to just try to thug it out on your own. So another thing I'll say is that don't block yourself off from people. Don't block yourself off from people, because the second that I actually started to open up to people, they actually were receptive, they actually were listening, and just being there. They don't even have to really give advice, but just to have somebody to be there. People are willing and open to be there for people. But no, I would go out and just even talking to certain strangers, going out to certain events, talking to certain people, it's just, it makes things feel less heavy. And sometimes you'll even have a deeper conversation with somebody. Just because we don't have people doesn't mean that we don't have so much more. Doesn't mean that we don't have so much more blessings and abundance around us, just waiting to be seen and appreciated by you, because it's there for you and solely for you. Like, there's an airplane in the sky right now, and I'm just looking at it like, it's just crazy that there's an airplane in the sky right now. Like, that I get to witness an airplane. Like, I could have been born in the age where we didn't have airplanes. Like, I get to see that and experience that. But it's just small little things like that, and all of that just adds up. Another reason why I feel like talking aloud and just talking to the earth and talking to the universe in general works is because if everything is one, and if talking to another person makes you feel like you're not alone, then that means that talking to anything else should also make you feel that way. And just because it's not technically responding back, you can feel the response within here. But it's the silent listener and the silent comforter. Okay, I just set up a light because I still felt like I had stuff to talk about, and I needed y'all to see me because, yeah. I feel like a lot of spiritual people will say, oh, you don't need anybody to exist in this world, you don't need anybody. Like, you could be alone in solitude and be perfectly fine like a monk. And to a degree, I understand that, but at the end of the day, humans are social creatures. I don't care what anybody else says, because if we weren't social creatures, we would be like squirrels, or what are creatures that don't be with a herd? You know, you could think of any animal that just is by itself, like a snail. A snail doesn't hang out with a bunch of other snails. If we were made to be that way, we would naturally be that way. We literally come out the womb with our mothers having to hold us, having to take care of us up until we're like 10 practically. If we weren't social creatures, then we wouldn't need that. We would just be up and about on our own already off the jump, just like baby turtles, straight out the egg by itself. That's what we would be if we weren't social creatures, but we are. And so don't ever feel like you have to do things alone. Don't ever feel like you have to do any of this alone, okay? You are never alone, and there are plenty of people here and ready to help you. Strangers are just people you haven't met yet. Obviously, stay away from stranger danger, but you get what I mean. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. It's literally dark outside. I need to get home.